Hey, this is George Hirsch from ADHD Learning Pathways. I have a quick question for you. Do you want us to naturally transform your ADHD child's basic learning abilities while erasing their bad behavior? Within weeks, not years. Improve their grades, creating confidence to enjoy a lifetime of learning, and strengthen their relationships and social skills, and naturally eliminating the underlying causes of ADHD, dyslexia, anxiety, depression, and behavior problems? Instead of wasting time and money on expensive tutoring, therapy, and medications? Before I tell you more about this opportunity to work with me, in case you've never heard of me before, here's a 30-second introduction of who I am. I'm George Hirsch. I've been on a personal journey over the last 30 years as a dyslexic entrepreneur and business leader, becoming one of the top self-taught coaching experts in the brain training industry. And over the last 7 years, my team and I have worked with hundreds of students and professionals with many different mental health issues like ADHD, dyslexia, anxiety, and depression. And during that time, we've managed to help our clients when other programs failed to solve their child's learning and behavioral problems. From our methods, individuals are given the needed skills to thrive in any environment. Our proven track record of success is the reason why teachers and professionals as parents come to us for help with their ADHD children. Now, if you're a parent, grandparent, or caregiver who's serious about transforming their ADHD child's basic learning abilities while erasing their bad behavior, then this short video presentation may be the most important video you've ever watched, because in the next few minutes you're going to discover we've been using to quickly and permanently increase a person's basic learning abilities while erasing their bad behavior faster than you ever thought possible. And by the end of this little presentation, you'll understand precisely how we plan on helping transform your child's future. Now, you probably already know this, but the reason why this new system is so revolutionary is because our brains control everything through our automatic response system, which develops over time from our experiences. And if you've been a parent for more than a week, you already know that. But the problem is a specific processing activity not preferred by the brain, not used automatically as our brain's first choice of how to process, will not be used much. We will get better and better at doing it wrong, creating learning problems, bad behavior, and social struggles, because this core operating system is in our subconscious mind. However, this new little-known ADHD learning pathways method is the shortcut around all that. It's the fastest method we've discovered to naturally transform your ADHD child's basic learning abilities while erasing their bad behavior, improving their grades, creating confidence to enjoy a lifetime of learning, strengthening their relationships and social skills while naturally eliminating the underlying causes of ADHD, anxiety, depression, and behavior problems without wasting time and money on expensive tutoring and therapy and medication. And I'm going to reveal the exact details what makes this so different from the usual education, tutoring, and therapy models in just a minute, because first I need to give you an overview of why this new ADHD learning method works so well. See, rather than struggling with traditional education, curriculum, and tutoring methods relying on repetition and emotional involvement, we focus on bringing a person's weak underlying automatic pre-programmed neural commands to the surface of consciousness, allowing individuals to strengthen and reprogram these neural commands to quickly change their learning abilities and control their behavior. This new method is all about speed and simplicity to increase their capacity to focus, concentrate, organize, visualize, and memorize, improving reading speed and comprehension, spelling, writing, math, and physical coordination. So if this sounds good to you, keep watching, because I'm going to show you how you can use this new method with your child today. So to start out, let's talk a little bit about the public education system. It was developed a long time ago to create a better factory worker. Thus, companies focusing on repetition and emotional involvement do this task repeatedly. Well, you'll get paid. That is what our education system is based on. Yearly curriculum-based activities repeated over and over again. If you do them well, you get an A. Not so well, a B or C. Not good at all, you get a D and F. It's a simple progress tracking report. Yet testing results nationwide seem disappointing, with children grades 3rd through 12, only 34% are reading at grade level. Parents realizing their child needs more help take them to a tutor or a therapist or start them on ADHD medication. These options seem to be the best options and least expensive at first, yet these approaches are all band-aids. Chances are you'll be paying for years of tutoring, therapy, and or a lifetime of medication. Parents often overlook the long-term side effects for short-term gain. With both these methods, if there is an impediment to learning in your child's brain, using repetition, they will only get better and better at doing it wrong. ADHD Learning Pathways Method, changing our automatic response system. One-on-one brain training, no computer games here. We've created physical, emotional, and mental experiences for the brain to safely deal with brain's capacity. They will get better and better at doing it right. We can't take credit for this because we now know from neuroscience that our brains can change. Neuroplasticity. Say a person has a stroke, can't walk or talk, but after physical therapy, they slowly get their speech back or walk again. So the big idea behind this is essentially using the right stimulation so that neurogenesis can take place naturally in your child's brain, allowing their abilities to transform, grow, and learn new things. Most educators and parents get this backward. As Aristotle wrote, anyone can become angry, that is easy, but to be angry with the right person to the right degree, at the right time, for the right purpose, and in the right way, that is not easy. To do things right all the time, whether the skill is reading, emotional control, or athletic skill, the controlling behavior must be part of our automatic response system. We must learn on automatic just as we must do all complex tasks the same way. Our conscious responses are just too slow. So you want me to personally help you naturally transform your ADHD child's basic learning abilities while erasing their bad behavior? Then keep watching, because I'm going to explain more about this incredible opportunity to hop on the phone with me here at ADHD Learning Pathways. I'll go over our three-step process. Step 1, conscious awareness through experiential learning will transform your child's understanding of how they process information by focusing on making the outcomes as simple and clear as possible, giving them the best possible results so our students can catch up to their peers fast. And when you do this right, they will excel in all their learning abilities. Your child will have powerful new learning abilities along with a positive attitude. You won't be ashamed of your child's performance in school or their behavior. We love proving all the naysayers wrong and giving parents a great feeling about their child's future successes. They'll be able to spend more time with you and friends having new positive experience. And I'm about to show you step 2, but a quick testimonial from the results from one of our parents. We can't thank you enough for everything you have done. We have noticed a vast improvement in Addison. Her confidence is up, her comprehension is up, and her handwriting has improved. And it's been so nice for Addison not to have to take any ADD medication. I would definitely recommend your program, Stephanie. So step 2, all experiences change our brains daily. Better teaching will not necessarily produce better learning. A child with low self-esteem will find it challenging to acknowledge errors. They'll also find it difficult to improve performance. They're required to complete tasks in spite of their fears. We need to reprogram their brains to evaluate each experience not as good or bad, but what can I learn from this experience? Micro wins transform their capacity to focus, concentrate, organize, visualize, and memorize. Remember, the only way to fail is to stop trying. Ben was having problems with low retention, poor memory, difficult with math, well below grade level reading. Although Ben studied 2 to 3 hours every day after school and on weekends, he just couldn't retain most of the information. Ben is not dyslexic, nor ADHD, nor have any type of disability. He simply could not properly process the information, nor access it. In addition, Ben struggled with certain motor skills. Last week, Ben graduated from our program. He is earning all A's and B's in his school, is completing all classwork in class, is completing most homework assignments in class, and best of all, he is retaining information and able to recall it. On top of that, his social skills have greatly improved as well as his physical ability. He cannot believe how well he can throw a baseball now and is considering trying out for pitcher next season. He now has an additional 2 to 3 hours of free time after school. Thank you, George. Your program has done so much for Ben. It is so great to see him confident, composed, and having fun. Anita, want us to do all this for you? Then fill out the application on this page and we'll see if we are a good fit together. So when you work with us, we set up all of this for you and we handle everything. Work with you and your child to understand the methods in bringing transformation to their life. Because in full transparency, when you are able to work with parents directly and hands-on with their child like we are offering here, is when we have the fastest success with our methods. Step 3, learning to learn. We must learn automatically. Our conscious brain is too slow. We've developed non-school type activities and exercise that stimulate the strong and weak areas of a person's brain, developing the needed connections to process information fast. Once done, they've effectively changed their mental map, improving their reading speed and comprehension, math, spelling, writing, and physical coordination, making everyday life much more enjoyable for them and those that love them. Like Austin, a high school freshman, began our program. He was depressed and suffered from anxiety. He had an IEP, but his grades and behavior weren't improving. His mother said he was unorganized, unfocused, and had trouble turning in his assignments even after he had completed them. She was very frustrated. Shortly after starting our program, his grades improved and his teachers noticed a difference in his behavior for the better. As is pretty typical with our students, he was able to stop taking his antidepressant and ADHD medication, and according to his mother, I'm certain he's not going to be on them ever again. Okay, so real quick, let's go over the process we'll use for your child. Step 1, conscious awareness through experiential learning. Better teaching will not necessarily produce better learning, but when students understand how they process information and we focus on making it as simple and clear as possible, they transform their learning abilities. 2, acknowledging errors. A child with low self-esteem will find it challenging to acknowledge errors. Learning to evaluate each experience not as good or bad, but as what can I learn from those experiences will transform their learning abilities. Step 3, learning to learn. We must learn automatically. Our conscious mind is too slow. Stimulate strong and weak areas of a person's brain, develops the needed connections to process information faster. Plus, they'll gain self-esteem and self-confidence. Now you can see all the testimonials on this page. Plain and simple, what we do works. So if you want us to naturally increase your child's basic learning abilities while erasing their bad behavior, and if you want to stop wasting time and money trying to do it all yourself or paying expensive tutoring, and you'd rather have us coach your child with our proven ADHD learning methods in less than 26 weeks, then fill out the application on this page to schedule a call to speak with me and to see if we're a good fit. So one last time, if you want my help to naturally transform your child's ADHD learning abilities while erasing their bad behavior, improve their grades, creating confidence to enjoy a lifetime of learning, strengthen their relationships and social skills while naturally eliminating the underlying causes of ADHD, dyslexia, anxiety, depression, and behavior problems without wasting time and money on expensive tutoring, therapy, and medications. If any of this sounds fantastic, don't even think about it anymore. Just start filling out the application on this page and get on a phone with me. But because of the nature of this offer, I can only work with a limited number of students at a time. And every time I open this offer up, it fills up fast. I've made a single post on my Facebook page about this and people go nuts. So if you want everything I've said in this video, start filling out the application on this page right now before your spot gets taken by someone else. And if you're seeing this video right now, that means there's a couple of spots still open. Fill out the application form on this page and we look forward to seeing your testimonial with the incredible results you've got.